Hello guys,
Hi.
we'll wait for one more minute so that if someone else is also joining, then just giving them some time.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe we can start, and if someone joins in between, then it's not a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So as you may be aware of me, I'm Anup, and I'm running a YouTube channel wherein I interview people who are already settled in Germany, and they share some expert advices and tips for people who are in India but they want to come to Germany. So mostly helping people who are in India and wants to move out of India and work somewhere else, mainly in Germany. So before coming to Germany, I was in Chennai. So I was working with one of the MNC there, and so I have close to nine plus years of experience as a software developer. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it about me. So maybe Narayan Singh, maybe you can just introduce yourself, and then Karthik. And yeah,
So actually, mine currently I'm working in India, in Paytm, one of the ecom. So I
awesome.
worked in travel, then ecom domain. So
Hmm.
last year, actually, I applied for some of the jobs which I got cleared, but due to COVID, they said we can't wait for much longer. So then they terminated the offer letters. So again, I'm started trying now again. One of
Okay.
Luckily, one of my friend, he got 5 days prior to my exit, he got visa and he went there, then lockdown started. So it
Okay.
was very bad luck for, like,
Yeah, it
it's very
happens.
bad luck.
Maybe some better company is waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So there are
I
three
was
things
again
which I would like you to cover in your introduction, so you can see my screen. So your
yeah.
name and location, your profession, your experience, and why you want to work in Germany.
My name is Narayan Singh. So currently I'm working in Bangalore with Paytm.
Mhm.
Current now I'm handling e-commerce domain. So I
Okay.
have 7 years of experience in IT industry, working in multiple Python, Node.js, and some of platform related tasks for data migrations and all. So that are my skill sets which I used to work. So I wanted to move out to Germany for better work-life balance thing, because I connected with other countries like US also and also there also the work-life balance is not that strictly followed. Most
Yes.
of the people work like randomly 10. Now it is like 12 hours is minimum everywhere.
Yes.
So that's the reason. Due to that, and means proper, and even if it is not there, they have proper all facilities and all. So that's why I chose Germany and UK,
Hmm.
somewhere around. So I was trying to those countries. So then now even I was trying now. So I got a couple of interviews scheduled in UK also, but again lockdown happened. Then they said
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Okay.
Then
Perfect. So
it's a cycle.
yes.
Keep on.
Yeah, you have to keep trying until you
Yeah,
get one.
yeah,
That's cool. Karthik, maybe you can go next.
Yeah, sure. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect.
I can. We can.
Cool. So I'm Karthik. I'm in Chennai currently, and I currently work at Samsung Electronics in the e-commerce domain. And so I have like three and a half years of experience right now. And uh, luckily, I got a job in Germany. So I'm going to uh, come to Germany on March. So my starting date is going to be on March 2021. So yeah, I have a visa appointment on Jan second week, and I've been applying till starting from November 2019, I guess. And so yeah, that's pretty much myself.
Okay.
So
And
before
which
working in Samsung, I worked at Zoho Corporation for close to 2.5 years, and I've been in Samsung right before the lockdown in India, so February, so close to 10 months, 11 months. So yeah, that's it. So my technologies are Java, Node.js, mostly in the backend development, but I also call myself a full stack developer because I am able to play around things on the front end too. So basically like React.js, JavaScript, whatever it is. So basically the basic stuff, not the advanced or whatever it is, the current trend in front end technologies. So yeah.
Okay. So first of all, congratulations for your job opportunity here in Germany.
Thanks.
And wish you a good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so we also have Muthu here. So Muthu, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, Anup. I'm Muthu Kumaran. I'm having nearly 18 years of experience. So I'm into big data, AWS, and cloud computing technologies. As I'm having a more experience, I'm not able to get into industries at present. That's a drawback in India. I have tried different companies, and my last permanent company was Urban International in Pune. So as my years of experience is more, my CTC is more. I'm trying to get into a company in Chennai or in India. From there, I'm just trying to enter into Germany. Or I'm trying through LinkedIn also. I'm trying my best to get a call, entry call from Germany, but I have not received any call yet.
Okay. Yeah, so don't lose hope. Just keep trying and follow the right ways to apply to jobs, and one day you'll definitely get it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think I will not waste much of the time and move to the next slide, which is basically to cover the 5 questions which are generally asked in the employment visa interview when you appear at the consulate. So I think Karthik, this might be a good thing for you because you have your scheduled interview right in January. Karthik, can you hear us?
Yeah. Sorry, I was on mute. Yes, I have my visa appointment next week.
Okay, so do you already have an idea about the questions that they ask?
Yes, I watched a couple of videos, and most of the questions can be around when they signed the contract, which company are they going to, and where they're going to stay, the location, and the salary. So around these questions, but there can also be like a very broad question. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's it.
So I'll here share my personal experience. Back in 2019, when I applied, I had to appear for the interview at the Chennai consulate itself. So I think so these 5 questions are coming from my own personal experience. So maybe this will help you a bit. Okay, so starting with the first one, they can ask you which platform did you use to get this job for which you are going to Germany. So the possible answers could be LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Stack Overflow, Zing, or any other platform which you actually used. So the tip from my side is explain the whole process, not just tell the name. Rather, you can tell the whole process that I registered in this platform and then applied to say 50 jobs or something, and then heard back from 20 of them, and then what all process you followed. So that kind of tells them that you have actually followed a process, and you are not kind of faking things. So it's better to always explain the whole process and not just telling the one word answer to them. Karthik, would you also like to share the platform that you used? Maybe the other 2 guys get benefited from that if you like to.
Yeah, sure. I pretty much used all these platforms. LinkedIn was my major platform which I used to apply, and Stack Overflow, a couple of jobs I applied there. And in Zing, I used to get some messages from recruiters, but mostly after scheduling an initial call, they'll just cancel the interview or they'll just ghost me after knowing that I'm from India. I'm not actually in Germany.
Yeah, the problem is Zing is specifically for German or Germany. So if you apply to jobs using Zing, then they expect that you know German language. So that's the problem.
Yeah, because they don't have this idea that they have to go through each and every single thing listed in your profile. Only after making an appointment, they are going to review your profile, and after that, they're going to know that you're not actually in Germany and you're going to be a non-EU citizen who's actually applying there. So that doesn't help me much in my job search thing. And pretty much like there are tons of other platforms for searching job. There is something called Moberries and hub.com. I have a list of websites I used to apply there, or at least I don't actually apply there in sometimes because I don't get much calls through them. So what I do is I learn about the company, the list of companies which really intrigue me, or there may be some startups which we might not be aware of. So I just make a note of it, and I'll then apply through the website directly through their career website. So for those reasons, I just used so many job portals. So I can give a list of job portals I used. Maybe you guys can help.
Yeah, you can also share it in the Discord server or the group.
Yeah, sure.
I hope you're already part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'll move on to the next one, which is what was the job interview process? So here you can, a little bit explain the whole process that you followed. So I think these points which I've mentioned here are the points which I actually followed when I went through the interview process. So the possible answer could be that first I applied the job using LinkedIn or whatever platform that you told in the first question. And then I was contacted by the HR and scheduled a Skype interview or a Zoom call or whatever. And later I had an online coding challenge. And finally, I had my HR round and signed the contract. So in your case, I think, Karthik, you did not sign the contract yet. But
I did.
Okay. So they mailed you the contract, is it?
Yeah. There is I had to sign it digitally.
Okay.
So
the
that part is done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. So the tip is here to explain the whole process in your own words and do not fake any step there. Then the third one is where will you stay in Germany once you land there? So for example, if your job location is Berlin, you will say the city name. And then you have to also say that for the first month, I have booked a Airbnb or a hotel or something like that, and which is nearby your office so that you can travel easily. And within that first month, you will find another apartment and you register that apartment with the local registration office where you will continue to stay for the remaining tenure of your job. So this is the normal procedure that you follow, and you have to tell this to the interviewer as well. So make sure that you provide the correct city name and your work location while answering this question. And which city are you going to, Karthik?
Dortmund.
Dortmund. Okay.
It's
is it
in
near
North
Berlin?
Rhine-Westphalia. No. It's near to Düsseldorf.
Okay.
Düsseldorf.
Fine. Yeah. Okay, then the fourth question is, what is your employment duration? So in most of the cases, it's indefinite, I believe. And in my case also, and maybe it's the same for you as well, Karthik. And if the start and end date is specified in the contract, you have to tell that. So you always have a start date. So for example, in my case, it was 1st of February 2019, I believe. So I had to tell that date. And if you also have an end date in the contract, do mention that. And only mention whatever is written in your job contract. And you need to be sure about that when you are answering this question. Then the last question, which I just want to cover here is what is your travel date? So you should be either, you should have already booked your tickets while appearing for this visa interview. If not, then also is fine. But in my case, I had already booked my tickets. So I'm not sure if it is okay to, go for the interview without having your tickets booked. I'm not 100% sure about that. But if you have already booked your tickets, then you can specify the travel date easily. And if you have not booked it yet, then the ideal date would be 1 or 2 days before your joining date. So for example, if your joining date is 1st of February, then your travel date would be 30 or 31st of January. So why this date is important is because the visa starting date, which gets stamped on your passport, depends on this date. So if you say your travel date is 30th of January, then they will stamp a visa with a starting date of 30th of January. So make sure that you specify the date correctly here. And also you have to consider the date on your travel insurance. So if you have already got a travel insurance, make sure it matches with your travel date. And you should also mention the same date to the interviewer. And yeah, so if your date is like, say, in 1 month, so based on your the travel date, they also speed up the visa processing thing. So if your travel date is, say, after 2 months, then your visa processing is kind of delayed, because they prioritize the other people who have immediate travel dates. So make sure you tell your travel date correctly there. So far, any questions? Because that was the last slide, and yeah, I'll move on to the next one, which is the
Yeah,
questions.
I do have a question there,
Yeah.
because I haven't done any of those things in the last slide. The travel insurance, I don't have a specific travel date for me or anything. So my idea is my joining date is on March 1st. So I thought of going there at least 4 or 5 days before, and there also needs to be quarantine for 10 days based on the current situation.
Okay.
So March 1 is a tentative date. So they don't want me to join on March 1. It can be a 10 days buffer period that might be there. So I thought of going there just before March 1st, like 2 days before, and there will be 10 days of quarantine time, and I can start my actual job around March 10th or something.
Yeah.
So what is the correct answer to say during my visa appointment date? For the visa appointment date, I mean,
Yeah. So if
if
your contract has a date of March 1st, then just say that my joining date is March 1st, but they are flexible, and they have told me that you can join after 10 days after the quarantine period and all that. But my plan to travel is like 2 days before, say, for example, 28th of February, right? In that case. No,
26.
Not 26th exactly. So 26th of February could be your travel date. So based on that, you have to actually book your ticket, as well as you have to get a travel insurance. So when you are appearing for the interview, you should already have a travel insurance with you.
Okay, I don't have that because I was not sure about my travel date.
But for the
visa
travel
team
insurance, for the travel insurance, you don't need to provide the actual date, because the travel insurance can start from, say, 5 days before your actual travel date. So it's not a problem.
And I have a health insurance starting from March 1st. Do I need a travel insurance just before that, or I'm not sure about the travel insurance, but whether it is going to cover my expenses or something during my travel, or if the health insurance starts kicking from March 1st, whether that will be applicable during my travel part also. There's a gray area in that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so since you will be landing in Germany 2 or 3 days before your actual start date of the contract, so the travel insurance actually covers you for those periods. So if you are landing 3 days before, then the travel insurance is effective for those 3 days, and after that your health insurance come into force.
Okay, so the ideal way to do it is during only the travel period I can take the travel insurance, like because before March 1st.
Yeah, so you have to. Yeah, so if you're starting or traveling on 26th of February, then make your the travel insurance start from, say, 25th of February for 1 week. So 25th till maybe 3rd or 4th of March. So that should be more than enough.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so if you already have the health insurance with you, just keep a proof of that as well while you go for the interview.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions?
Currently, no. So
okay.
Once we get something, then we'll look for
questions. But the thing is, if you are clear about these things before, then you don't have to panic at that time when you are already having a offer
and
letter.
Also one more thing, during the job interview, they might ask some questions like, how prepared are you to come to Germany? If you have done all these research part, you can actually tell them during the interview that I know these are the steps I need to take. That might actually increase your chance.
Yes. Yeah. So the chances are, already 100%, but it's just that they check your confidence and how much prepared you are and all that stuff. So it's easier to get the visa. So there is no other background check going to happen. So if you are kind of nervous and give incorrect answers during the interview, then there might be additional background checks that they will, opt for. So it's better to be clear before you even appear for the interview.
Should we have the health insurance before uh, applying for visa, Anu?
Sorry, come again?
No, should we take the health insurance because there are some insurance company which is providing health insurance which is accepted globally. Wherever you
Mhm.
travel across the world, the health insurance is valid. Should we have the health insurance?
Yeah, that's actually the travel insurance, because in Germany, once you land here, the insurance is completely different. They start deducting money from your salary itself. So that's entirely different. So the
Okay.
insurance that you're talking about is most probably the travel insurance, which we were talking about earlier.
I think that
There
you
are some
need
insurance
until the
companies in
date of
India.
employment.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as your employment starts, you don't need it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, because the Germany has their own, health insurance system. So I don't think insurance which you buy in India or somewhere will work here. It will work as long as you do not have, the job contract does not start. So once the job contract starts, they will start deducting money from your salary, and it's a separate health insurance thing. Yeah. So I think that's all. And if you have further questions, you can you are always free to post it in the Discord group or the Facebook group itself.
Can we
How?
have this slide posted somewhere?
Yes, sure. I'll share it. I'll share it somewhere at least. I don't know where, but I will share it somewhere so you can download it. Okay, then thank you all of you for joining this call. And I was expecting at least 5 or 6 people, but it's okay. I think it's the first call, so it happens.
Yeah, holiday time.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Saturday, people are enjoying Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Okay, then thank you for joining. Thank you for your time and have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Anu.